Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Tento with the last part of our reading lesson. We are going to read the mini book, Nan's Family, and it's a chapter book. The first chapter is called On the Mat, and that starts on page 3. And the second chapter is The Pans, and that's on page 11. But we're going to start on the first page. My little reading glasses on with my Blu-ray blockers, and let's start. So who do we see here? Who is this guy and who's this girl? And what's this room? I don't know that that's a normal home or workout place. What do you think? The circus? You think the circus? I think the circus. Has anyone ever been to a circus? I've been to one a long time ago when I was a little girl your age, but they didn't have these guys sitting on the mats. Well, let's look at the title of this. Maybe we'll find out about these people. On the mat. On the mat. And here is the mat. What do you think these outfits are for? I think they are gymnasts. Do you think? That do special things with different movements of their body and put on a show. It says, everybody read with me. Sam sits on the, oh, not the, I made a mistake. Sam sits on his mat. I wonder who that is. I wonder if this is the dad or the boss or the trainer, and this is his daughter or certain student that he's training. Let's find out. Oh, look at this. What does this bubble mean? That means that somebody is saying something or thinking something. Usually when they have this little squiggle, it's they're saying something, and when it's little bubbles, they're thinking something. It says, I am on Sam. Let's read this part. Finger under that first word, ready, go. Pat sits on Sam. So there she is up on his shoulders. Now this is a safe place to do this, isn't it? Got a mat, they've got people there. If they fall, they're going to fall on a soft spot. That's why I always say, please use the mats if you're going to do any tumbling. Let's turn to the next page. Oh, now look who it is. They've got 1, 2, and one more going on. See, it says, Tim sits on Pat. Do you see her capitalized letter of her name? Tim's at the beginning of the sentence, and his name's capitalized. But if his name was over here, it would be capitalized too, because we always use a capital letter for a formal person, place, or thing. All right, let's turn to page 6 and find out what happens there. Oh my goodness. This looks like some of your building blocks on Fridays when we play with the blocks and things. Who's this now? Oh, the one on top is named Nan. Nan sits on Tim. So Sam, and what was her name? I can't remember her name. And then Tim and Nan. I want to go find out her name again. What was her name? Pat. Pat was her name. So Sam, Pat, Tim, and Nan. I wonder who this is. Let's find out. Oh, listen to his name. The very top. His name is Tip. Tip sits on Nan. Tip. That doesn't sound very good for the very top. It sounds like something's going to topple. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Did Tip tip over? Did Tip topple everyone else? Look what they all say at the same time. Tip! Can you say that with me? Tip! All right. The pans. Sam has a tin pan. Remember we talked about tin, and tin is a kind of metal. Sometimes the cans that you buy from the grocery store, like tuna fish or soup cans, are made out of tin. It's a softer metal, and it's like a grayish color. Sam spins his pan. I wonder if I'd like to try that. Would you like to try that? Spinning a pan and seeing if it could stay on the tip of a, it looks like a billiard cue stick for um, a pool table stick. That'd be kind of fun, but don't do it unless you have permission, because your mom has pans that she might not want to have break. All right, here's the next part. Let's just look at this page. Now, how many people are spinning their pans? 1, 2. So it looks like Dad and Pat. So Pat spins a tin pan. It's not too hard to read. Who's the next one? Remember this guy? That's Tim, you're right. Tim spins his tin pan. And let's go to the next page and see what happens. All right. Uh-oh. Nan, is she the baby of the family? I think this is a family. I think they're all doing this together. Nan hits and tips the tin pan. So she's hitting it. She's not spinning it yet. Oh my. Is she just a little bit like Mrs. Tento? A little short? She might be just a little bit too short for this. Let's see what they do on the next page. Ah, now she can be closer to her stick and her pan. Can Nan spin a tin pan? Well, does it look like she is? I think so. All right. Let's see what they do at the last page. Oh, look. What does Nan say? I can. Don't you love it when you can do something that you didn't think you could yet? You're a Yeti. You're not there yet, but then all of a sudden you become a Getty and you get it. Look at what Nan can do. Nan spins a tin pan and everybody's happy. There you go. Boys and girls, I want you to practice reading this. I think you can do very well with this book. Go ahead and practice it, and I'll see you during our work time. Have a great time practicing. Bye-bye.